Just in time for July's 3 live evaluation periods for college coaches, Rivals.com has updated its rankings to the class of 2017, where DeAndre Ayton is still tops and the top 5 has seen little change. Since he's held onto the top spot, we'll start with Ayton. The 7-footer has addressed his biggest weaknesses, which were motor and effort. For the past couple of years, Ayton has had a tendency to turn his effort level on and off and to play hard only when the mood strikes him. He's still a work in progress, but he's clearly been much better in that regard as he's been a premier scorer and rebounder while playing with Cal Supreme and Nike's Elite Youth Basketball League. A walking double-double who is also an outstanding passer, Ayton's size and skill along with better effort have allowed him to retain the top spot as programs like Arizona, Kansas, Kentucky, UCLA, and more have showed interest. However, the margin between Ayton and those directly behind him has shrunk significantly since the end of the winter, and that says more about the rest of the top 5 than it does Ayton. Hanging tight at number 2 is Michael Porter Jr. Pushing 6'9", Porter's skill level is off the charts. He's a fluid athlete, handles with proficiency, rebounds at a high rate, and after a slow start to the spring, he's gotten his jumper going from deep and has become a much more dangerous threat from beyond the arc. His father was recently hired as an assistant basketball coach at Washington, where his younger brother Jonte, a 4-star from 2018, is committed. Michael Jr. will play his senior year of high school ball in Seattle, so Washington looks like they'll be tough to beat here. The only real movement in the top 5 comes with a pair of big men at number 3 and number 4, where Atlanta's Wendell Carter, formerly the number 1 player before Ayton wrestled the top spot away, and New York's Mohamed Bamba switched spots. This one was tough to call, but we gave Carter the slight edge for his all-around productivity, efficiency, and skill level on the offensive end. Carter is in the best shape of his life and has shown a great skill as a face-up four-man while dominating physically down low. Most impressive is that he's converted on 71% of his field goal attempts playing for CP3 in the EYBL. After missing much of the spring due to injury, Bamba is certainly no slouch at number 4. The skinny postman from New York can really run the floor, is a high-volume rebounder, and playing with the PS Cardinals in Nike's EYBL, there wasn't a player who did more to discourage other teams' shots around the rim. What Bamba needs next is more strength and offensive polish. Both Carter and Bamba have Duke, Harvard, Kentucky, and more heavily in the mix. Finally, rounding out the top 5 is the nation's top point guard. Trevon Duval is a blur of a driver with an explosive first step and the ability to change directions in tight spots without losing control or speed. He's not quite as tall or as high a leaper as Derrick Rose was at the same age. However, his overall explosion, fearless style of play, and the way he carries himself on the floor all remind us of Rose as a high school player.
Yahoo!